Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, okay, so it feels like forever since I've done this. It's only been like a week because last week I was all ready to go ahead and get these sessions started, and I go to log into the site and I notice it looks weird. I'm like, oh, that's weird. What's happening here? And I noticed that the countdown timer that I created, it's a web component. And the thing is that I was using content delivery network, a CDN, to pull in the files into my project. So I didn't have to like install it or do whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was always like the latest update. But little did I know that the CDN was having an issue and it basically broke everything. And the site really depends on time because that's how it works. Uh, but so I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to do the ciphers anyway without going live or anything. Cool. I was like, I'll fix it during the week. So when I went to go fix it during the week, which was like yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna get this thing worked out. Yeah, it was working. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. So at some point, I wanted to redo the site anyway, but for right now, it's working, and we'll see how it goes. So welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it gives me the ability to set aside time because I'm going to go live or whatever. So I need to set aside time. And I'm like, well, I'm going to set aside time, be by a computer, might as well work on stuff. So untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, but just let your mind not think about the thing that you were working on. So if you want to sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Now, like I mentioned, there's a video I'll pop up. Underneath that, if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, it may look like the video is frozen. That's because browsers allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why I have the notice there below the video saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is an open closed caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so if you click that, a space will open up and hopefully the words I am saying will be turned into text accurately. So then you'll be able to follow along that way. I'm just kind of testing it now. I think it's working. We'll see. All right. So that is that. Then, okay, I think it's kind of working. Okay, so yeah. Then below that, if you log in, there's two buttons. You can like they're broken or whatever, so don't worry about it. But there's also a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. And if you like to join the chat room, you can do that there as well. And hold on, I'm not logged into on this computer to the application, so let me do that real quick. All right, yes. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, and then you can join the room if you'd like to. All right, cool. It looks like it's working. Great. All right. All right, everything seems to be working. Good. So now that is the break session. Work sessions look like this. And it's weird. I also I set on my previous computer, earlier version of this. You're supposed to be able to set like your workspace. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like remembers like the tabs you open, the applications you have open. I thought I did that before, and I try to use it here. not only opened the application, didn't go to the tabs, which is weird. I don't know. It's fine. We'll make it work. I have to figure that out. But this is what the work session will look like. Now, in the upper right-hand corner, we have some options there. If you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left-hand side, there's an audio player. If you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Towards the middle here, we have a to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your thing you want to get done, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list. You can click the text to edit the task. You can click X to delete it, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll send it to the section done here. If you click done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter and it will pre-populate a tweet listing all the things you got done with like check marks next to them. So for me, it's a good way of showing visually, oh, I got some stuff done, feeling good going to the week. Even if I don't get to work on anything during the week, at least I know I got some stuff done. Cool. Over in the right-hand corner column, we have another countdown timer. Count down to when the next break session happens. I'm realizing I'm speaking too quickly for the closed captions, so I'm trying to speak as clearly and slowly as possible. Or sometimes it just doesn't seem to work. Interesting. Well, it's been a while since I've actually worked on this, which was another issue because since this site is like 3-4 years old and I haven't touched it, it just worked. You know what I'm saying? Some things break here and there, but for the most part, it works. And a lot of things have changed since then. And the way I deploy websites now is a lot easier. Like like I said, I mentioned with the issue with the CDN with the web components. Well, I had like other web components on that CDN on other sites, newer sites. And for me to change over and fix it, all I had to do was go to like the GitHub repo, change it, merge that pull request, merge that change, and it kicked off this the CI, continuous integration, continuous delivery on the newer system, and it just deployed it. Now I have to go pull, since it's an older site, I have to pull down the repo, make the change, install some stuff on my local machine, make the change. Then I have to build it and then deploy it all locally on my machine. So once I rebuild this site, I'm going to move it to like the newer architecture. And so, but that's once I build it in, it's working. It's fine. I have other things to work on. All right. So with all that said, so yeah, now in the right hand column, we have again a countdown timer, view tutorials. So if you don't have a thing that you've been meaning to work on, I have links to some tutorials that can maybe, help you get along to what you're going on. So if you're brand new to coding and you heard, hey, web development sounds pretty cool, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum, and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete those programs, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like project that you can like pick up and put down and maybe like spark some creative juices, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you'll take that project further, or maybe think of something even different. I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. And I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, so part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. Now, one of the tutorials is you follow the tutorial, you complete it and have this application. You have an input box and a call button. In the input box, you put your home phone number in there, you hit call, and your real world phone will ring. Then I have one that's the opposite, where you have in the application, you follow the tutorial, you get a virtual number, you hook that up to the application you create following the tutorial, and from your real world phone, you'll be able to call that virtual number and answer it in that application. Then I have one where like two users like log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So I think it's pretty cool stuff. Now, Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that project. Don't worry about the highlight. That thing is broken. It's fine. Now, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on a project that you're working on, you'll be able to create a Hako, which is like a room. You can then get people to request to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with the help or the feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also added a filter by keyword list. So if there's something specific, maybe that you're looking for, like a certain subject, maybe it's in there and you'll be able to filter the Hakos by that. Now, when you click Create a Hako, you're presented with a form. You put in the title and 3 keywords. You hit Create. It'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it'll look like this. We have the title here at the top. If you'd like to leave, over the right-hand side, there's a leave button. You can open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat here on the right. On the left is another countdown timer, kind of when the next break session happens. Again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. You can then copy the URL and you can then click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they don't automatically join your room. They're requesting to join your room. So they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile and see whether you like to approve or deny that person. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to show others what it is that you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to be able to help you and get you the feedback or the help that you're looking for. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako is we have a chat, like I mentioned before. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody has their audio chat enabled, we'll speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. People will still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. I also add the ability to do the opposite, where you enable text to speech. If you click that, any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And you still follow along without having to look at the chat. And yeah, again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And I think that's it. Cool. So I'm going to get y'all back to work because there's a bunch of stuff I want to get back to work on. I'm also looking at the closed captions, and it seems to be working kind of. I just have to figure out how to speak slower and clearer, apparently. All right. So let me close this, stop screen share. We'll get y'all back to work. I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music because there's a bunch of stuff I want to get done. For example, you can probably see it behind me. So this built this thing out, right? So it's actually like 2 server cabinets like put together. And then I added some installation foam at the bottom. It's a smaller version of this larger one that you probably can't see too much. So these are where my 3D printers are going to go. And I have like one large format printer, which has like its own enclosure, sort of, except for the bottom. And so I'm going to be working on that because there's some projects I want to work on that's going to kind of require that. And so I'm going to try to put that together. There's some boxes over here that you can't see that are for that there. And I'm going to be working on that today. I want to get that done, hopefully, today. So be putting stuff together. I need to move stuff off this table into there. And so, yes. So hopefully it's a productive day for me. And hopefully you are also having a productive day. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is a track by Nujabes featuring Apani B. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. Again, I'll see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. And at that point, we'll talk about something I found cool on the internet. All right. Thanks for hanging out. So this again, here's Nujabes featuring Apani B. Thank you. All right, y'all be easy. And peace.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I think all the showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank